We got any more tops? What time is it? How long have we been going?
We're on 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That went quick.
Minutes.
What? I thought, swear down. That was all my tops.
Well, we got a couple more topics that we haven't discussed. We got these two. You should probably just do that one. Can't be bothered to look into that.
Yeah, man.
Alright, should school be compulsory until you're 18? Because currently you're forced to stay in school in some sort of education until you're 18, which is a bit mad still. Because when we were at school...
You're still 16, isn't it?
Yeah, and then we could just do whatever. You can go get a job. You can, be self-employed, chase your dreams, go college, and then go uni and do something, or even go sixth form and shit like that.
Yeah.
But now you have to, until, what are you Googling the law?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, is the law. Why are you Googling it?
It says 16.
When does it, hasn't it changed?
No.
Look at what, children must get blah, blah, blah.
This is crazy. In England.
And look at the year, this year. I swear it's gone up to 18. I hope this topic isn't based on a lie.
You must then do one of the following until you are 18. You can leave school on the last Friday in June if you'll be 16 by the end of the summer holidays. You must then do one of the following until you are 18. Stay in full-time education, example, college, start an apprenticeship or traineeship, work or volunteer. So you can work.
Work or volunteer for 20 hours or more a week while in part-time education or training.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you
have to be doing something.
You got to be doing something still educating you.
Okay. I like that.
Why?
Well, if the education system was better, then I like that.
Yeah, but the education system is shit. So if you want to get a job, you still have to do something towards some sort of education. Like,
but
you
I feel
have to
like
get
the
an
options
apprenticeship
are
or something.
better now. Like, you have options, more options. They're not saying just stay in full-time education.
Yeah, I guess you can get an apprenticeship or...
Yeah.
But what if you don't want to get an apprenticeship?
What, for kids that don't want to do either of this
It doesn't say you can start your own business.
Well, you could do if you done the work one, innit? Well, you could do that in any of them. You can start your own business.
You still need to volunteer or work and do part-time education.
But you can start your own business if you've done any of those things. Obviously, you won't have the time.
You can't just dedicate your time to starting your own business. You can't do that. That's hobbling you for 2 years.
You have time on the weekends and summer holidays and that.
But what if you knew what you wanted to do and you was a very inspired youth and you was...
At 16?
Yeah, I was.
At 16? But you still went college at 16?
Yeah, because I wanted to go college, innit?
Yeah, because deep down at 16, none of these kids ain't ready.
Because I've done music business and I could have learned that in a fucking weekend.
There is some, don't get me wrong, but majority of these kids at 16 ain't ready.
Yeah, no, the majority of them are not, to be honest. The
So
majority of them will never be ready.
Maybe. To start their own business, yeah, maybe. But
it's not giving other people the choice.
So
it's taking away choice.
You would feel like another option would be to start your own business.
Yeah, I don't think loads of 16-year-olds are out here trying to do that. But if the knowledge was better and people knew that it was a path that you could take, like, the school system needs to include that in its education. Like, yeah, that needs to be in the curriculum.
About starting their own business.
Yeah, that needs to be an option.
Yeah, I agree. If there was an
everything
option there for
everything just teaches you to go work for someone else and make someone else rich. That's what every single thing in every piece of education that we're getting in this country teaches you to do. It teaches you to be an employee.
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be some classes to teach someone how to be an employer.
Definitely.
Like, if you want to be an employer or be an entrepreneur or whatever, you have to learn it on your own back. You learn it yourself, or maybe go study business or something like that.
Yeah.
But most people that study business don't know what business they want to be in. And all I learned on my first year of business was about like different business structures. There wasn't any talk about like just running a business. Like the best learning that you can get in order to run a business is to run a business. Yeah. Like, cause then you'll learn what the fuck you have to do in order to make a business fail or like, what's the other one? Succeed.
No, I agree. There definitely should be more entrepreneurial classes and courses in school. And if there was an option after 16 to have those entrepreneurial courses, that should be added into this. But what I do like about this law is that it doesn't say that you can't do nothing, basically. That's what it's saying. Like, don't just sit around doing nothing.
Yeah, I guess that's good, because a lot of people do just want to sit around and do nothing.
Yeah. Like, at least that's not allowed. Like, they're literally saying you're not allowed until 18 to not do nothing.
Yeah, I guess.
But
I'm cool with that.
So for the because it is a minority, unfortunately, for the minority of 16-year-olds that have that entrepreneurial spirit,
you're fucked until you're 18.
Not really fucked, because the ones that do have the entrepreneurial spirit will still find the time to do it. Like you still found the time to do it because you had it in you. You're gonna still do it.
Yeah, but now I have the full time to work on like my business and my entrepreneurial endeavors. I can do so much more and I can see so much more than when I was like focused on fucking passing an assignment and passing my next test and that sort of shit. I was in education for so long until I was like 20 or 20. How old am I now? 22.
Yeah.
When did I drop out of uni?
Probably 20.
Or was I 21?
No, you was 20. Or was you 21?
I don't know.
When did you?
It was like last year, June.
June.
Around, because I know that's when I started like my business stuff. So I was 21. So I've been in fucking education my whole fucking life, near enough. Like since fucking nursery and all that sort of shit. So all I've been taught is how to be a fucking employee and all that sort of stuff. Anything that I wanted to learn off the curriculum, I had to learn myself through life experience and whatnot and doing my own shit. Like, so to actually have the time to be able to dedicate to building a business and trying to like better my life and whatnot and, you know, get rich one day, hopefully, like it allows me to move so much quicker than someone who would like go to fucking uni and be focusing more on the assignment and stuff like that, because your mind's not as open to the opportunities in front of you.
Yeah.
Like when every day you make a goal that you have to do something like towards your business and you're trying to reach a certain point, your mind operates in a different way. It's trying to, you know, find the shit that can get you there. So you're seeing things in a different light. You're seeing more opportunities and identifying them more than you would if you had something else in the back of your mind that you needed to complete. Like if you've got a fucking exam at the end of the year, you're going to be thinking about that exam. If you got a coursework that you need to do every month or something. Is it every month you get coursework? Is it every like 3 months or something?
It's like every 3 months, I swear. Yeah.
But you get the assignment at the beginning of the period, innit?
Yeah.
And then you have to complete it by a certain thing. Yeah. So every day you're going in there thinking about this coursework and whatnot. Every day you're coming home
when I was in
and you're
uni,
thinking about coursework. No, you know what?
When I was doing the media access uni one, I like that shit.
I got sick of it.
No, because I was enjoying what I was doing. Like one of my courseworks was filming a short film and shit. Like I was enjoying it.
Oh, fair enough. That's stuff that you should be doing anyways if you wanted to be a director.
Yeah.
But that if you had the passion to be a director and whatnot, then being in uni and whatnot and having a coursework isn't gonna help you.
For what the problem that you have is that basically the government aren't pushing enough options for the entrepreneurs, innit? But that needs to not be coming into play from 16, because there's a minority of entrepreneurs at 16 because they weren't given that first installment from a younger age. That needs to be starting installing from 11, from the beginning of secondary school. You should be getting taught
the
classes
education
like
system is not adequate enough already. So to keep people in it for an extra 2 years to experience inadequate education and be programmed this certain way to be a fucking lemming, like it's not really beneficial. But it is beneficial to stop people from just doing nothing. Like that's good, I guess. But like there's good and
It's
there's
better.
bad to
It's
it.
better than how it was before leaving at 16. Because what you're forgetting is that majority of people at the age of 16
What do they do?
don't have a clue what they're doing with their lives. That's just a fact.
I didn't. I was gonna do sales for like a little while. I was applying to like sales jobs and whatnot, and then I decided to go to college instead, and then I studied business for a year, and then I dropped out of that and done music business because I found a music business course, and I done that, and then I done music production, and then I could have learned all of that stuff in like fucking 3 months by myself with a laptop and the internet. And it took me like 4 years or something like that. Some sort of bullshit.
But
5 years even.
But yeah, like, at 16, did you have
So
like a
inadequate.
5-year plan and shit like that?
5-year plan? No, I
Or
plan.
10-year plan? That's what I'm saying. 16-year-olds don't have that.
I don't have a 5-year plan now. I got the year plan, or no, I plan weekly basically.
Yeah.
I plan weekly, and I plan to see where I'm gonna be in 3 months. But that's not what I'm dealing with on a day to day. On a day to day, I'm planning weekly. I'm dealing with the weeks, and like on like once in a while, I'll look at a month. Like I'm not planning 5 years in advance. That's hopes and dreams to me. I ain't got time for hopes and dreams. I'm here in the nitty gritty. I've got the vision, but I'm not planning like doing mood boards and shit 5 years in advance.
I thought
Do
that.
you plan 5 years in advance?
No, but I thought that's what. I
That's
thought
a
what
long.
bus-
That's a
I thought
long
that's
time
what
in
starting
advance, fam.
I do slyly, but I don't. But I thought that's what starting a business was. You plan like in advance of this business and shit like that.
Some people do.
I don't know about starting a business. I've never in my life thought I wanted to start a business. Actually, probably once or twice, a few times here and there, yeah. But I've never been dedicated to it, innit? I wanted to be like a teacher, or I wanted to be an author, or I wanted to be like a director. But I've never thought, oh, I want to start a business up from scratch.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, so I'm just thinking, majority of people that I've met through my life literally don't have that either, of I want to start a business up from scratch.
Most people won't. Because no one's taught about it.
Yeah,
No one's
so
seen
really
it as an option.
So really the problem isn't with the 16 to 18-year-old problem. The problem is a lot earlier. Like, this needs to be installed from an earlier age.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like keeping it in education till 18 is actually better than stopping from 16. Because it's not getting taught, and they're not going to teach it because they want everyone to be stuck in the matrix.
Fucking lemmings.
And they want everyone to be lemons.
It's better for the fucking entrepreneurs, to be honest, because the people who do break out or have broken out already can capitalize on all the lemmings that they're making.
because they're the consumers.
I guess. But
that's how...
in my heart, I'm like, no, everyone should be free, innit?
That's how the will is driven. That's how it works. They need more consumers than entrepreneurs.
Yeah, need people to spend money on shit for no good reason.
Yeah.
That's why all the advertisement tells you, like, if you buy this, you'll feel better and you'll be better and all that sort of shit. So you feel like you buy it and it makes you a better person. All that sort of crap. It's all playing on your emotions.
But
because humans are feeble.
Basically, flipping, what I'm trying to say is that I like that it is till 18, because at 16, a lot of these kids won't know what they're doing. So at least it is till 18 that they can have time to figure it out, and hopefully the education system can steer them in the right direction and they don't go to a wrong direction. Because that's when kids start doing bullshit, when they don't know what to do and they start getting bored and then they do something silly like and illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's loads of reasons you do something illegal, not just because you're bored. I've never found boredom to make me want to commit crime, ever in my life. But I guess I can't expect that everyone's like me.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe some people do get bored and start, just doing
bullshit,
wild things
for the fun of it.
Well, that's just a weird concept to me because it doesn't make sense logically.
I used to have fun frying eggs at a young age.
Silly. What's the point?
It was pointless.
What's it gonna get?
I was bored.
This is no ones and zeros, man. It's nothing. It's a zero-sum game. It's boring. There's no need for it.
It was just for the fun of it. So that's like a small scale of what kids out there sometimes will just be bored.
Yeah, but not at 16. Were you throwing eggs at 16?
No, not at 16. No.
See, it's not the same kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just super high right now.
When I was 16, I wanted to stay in education, innit? So I just don't know. I can't relate to someone that doesn't want to be in education at 16.
I made my decision and went into education. Like, why force it on people though? Like, if they want to do it, they want to do it.
No, you got to, because at 16, I haven't witnessed anyone at 16 not doing any of those 3 things that they're telling people to do anyway. Like, if you get what I mean. Fair enough,
yeah. But why does it need to be a law?
Because the people that aren't doing that are usually up to no good. If at 16 you're not in education and you're not working,
so they'll just come.
You're probably out there,
put you in jail.
Huh? Well, you're probably no.
Is that what it means though? If they're saying you have to be in education, if you're not in education, does that mean you are committing a crime and you need to go to jail? Or are you gonna get arrested for that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll just put them in education, innit? Right. Hey. Or put them in jail. I don't know.
Go to school now. That's gonna happen.
I don't know.
I don't know. Put you in jail, fam.
Probably because they'll be out there doing something that should be.
Yeah, but they couldn't catch you for the crime that you was doing, so they caught you for not being in education. That's not fair. Do your darn police work, fam.
Just stay in school, kids.
If you want to, I guess.
If you have hopes and dreams of starting your own business, whether it be in music or whether it be in like a hair salon or makeup,
then study it from now
or any of that. Yes, study it from an early
on
age.
your own time,
and then do it in your own time. And then when you're at 18, you'll be ready to kick it off.
No, you can kick it off before then. You can do it.
You can start it before then, but it's law that you have to be in education.
Yeah, no, you still have to be in education and whatnot, but you can make your P's and your business
just
flourish
choose
on the
subjects
side.
that are related to what you want to do.
Don't learn about it and say, you know what, I'm going to start it when I'm 18, because then you'll never do it. You'll hit 18 and you'll do something else. You need to do it from now so that your heart's in it and keep on doing it, even if it's just something small.
But the ball will start rolling properly, at 18.
The ball could start before that, and if it's like super successful, then what, they can't, like, you really think the government's going to say, nah, don't do this if you're bringing in the tax money? Like, if you get super successful, you might be able to supersede the system.
Yeah, you might be. Or they might just be like, yeah, keep
I don't know if
bringing
that's
in
the
that
right
money,
words,
but you have to still be in school. Or
I don't know what that word means. It just sounded right.
I don't know.
Oh, I've been listening to, told you, man, them Game of Thrones audiobooks got me trying to use big words and whatnot.
No, I think people need to choose subjects that are more related to around what they want to do in life, though. They shouldn't just choose a subject because they was good at it or they don't know. They're just choosing it for the sake of it.
Is that what people do? They choose subjects because they were good at it.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do it.
I know people that have done that, yeah.
That's really bad. That just make you miserable. Especially if you're choosing it at uni. That's the worst place to choose something like that.
From A-levels, they just they look at their grades and then see whichever's highest predicted and then they just choose those ones.
Why? So that you can end up getting a great degree in something that you never want to do.
That's what people do.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, you got to realize that the rest of your life is ahead of you. Like, what do you want to do for the rest of your life?
Then they look around for what jobs they can get with that degree and then go into that job and then that's their life.
That's like people who study fucking things like, what is it, history?
Geography.
Yeah, just those broad subjects that ain't really going to get you, like, you don't really know what you want to do.
The girl said to me she chose, I was like, why do you choose geography? She's like, because I'm good at it.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
And A-levels was all muddled and jumbled. I was like, where's the flow in this? Like, you know,
it's just loads of different stuff.
Yeah, I want to see, like, you can't be having maths and then English and then having chemistry and then fucking geography or something stupid like that. Like, come on, I want to see some sort of intertwine, you know? Like, where's the flow in this?
What, you wanted like maths and what?
Like
accounting or something?
Like, yeah, choose like...
And economics.
Maths can go with science, to be honest. But yeah, stick to like that. And then if you're going to do English, then English, law, media, something like... No, if you
have the career path.
So yeah, you got some sort of path there. Like you... And like,
yeah, loads of people pick random stuff, fam.
That's what I'm
saying.
They
don't have a clue what they want to do. Like, a lot of people do not have a clue what they want to do. Majority of people don't know what they want to do. And they do need to be programmed to just be a lemming so that they can feed the capitalist machine and make the rest of us rich and happy. Yeah, because they've got programmed from young. That is the way the world works, I guess.
But I feel like at an early age, it should be programmed in of what do you like doing and then finding a career in it. Like... I sometimes have some thoughts. I remember I had that idea one day.
What?
Like a search engine where you type in things that you're good at or things that you've enjoyed in life. Basically things that you like doing for free. And then they kind of search engine it. And then like this is the career that you want, or these are the kind of jobs that you want to be getting into, and how old are you, and what qualifications do you have in life, and this is where you need to go from here, like, and then setting a path for them.
Sounds very complicated. Sounds like an interesting idea though.
Yeah.
You should write it down. Someone probably stole it.
Maybe.
I swear I
know I'm not going to do shit with it.
Oh, well, I guess someone's got the idea now. They can make that search engine or app, which it will probably be now these days.
Yeah,
I don't know when you thought about this.
No, I thought about it a year or two ago.
It probably would be an app now.
Probably an app now. It'll be better as an app. But like, even if it happens and I don't even capitalize off it, I'll be happy in it because I feel like that's so needed. So many people
you need.
Yeah.
And that is what the best businesses are built from. Your own personal need. You find out what you need, and then you find the common ground between like what everyone else needs. Because loads of people are like you generally. So if you can solve your problem, you can solve a variety of people's problems.
How do you get into app building though? I need to Google that.
I ain't trying to build no apps. I ain't trying to build no apps, G. I ain't trying to build no apps. That's long, man. I don't try to get into coding or anything like that. It's just not for me.
I need to get into business with someone super smart.
You could just find someone who builds apps and give them your idea and ask them if they can build it.
Yeah, that's what I need to find someone that builds apps.
There's bare websites.
Does it cost money to build apps?
Probably, if you're going to pay someone to do it. Or you can try and create a relationship with someone and try and see if they want to come in halves or something.
Yeah.
Because that's what like Steve Jobs done. I swear he didn't really build anything.
No.
He was just a marketer and the ideas man.
Yeah. And basically Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he was the guy that done all the writing, and then his boy basically just supplied the peas because he said he needed the money. And then that's how he became part of it, and that made him CFO just because he was just bringing in the peas.
Yeah, see, you just gotta find someone with the skills. If any of you guys know how to build apps,
holler at us.
Hit us up. Let us know if you can build this super app that Mike's got to try and help people realize their dreams and get to that dream job.
Yeah.
Maybe the app's already out there. You better hope that's not happening right about now.
My dream job app.
You should probably Google it and see if it's out there.
Yeah, I should. I hope it's not out there. I'm just hoping it's not. Actually, hopefully it is, so I can use it quickly. See if it's like mine. Flipping. You saying that I'm high, boy?
You could just make a list to do that, though. Which is what you should do in the meantime. Is it there?
No, but there's this.
The fuck is that?
They're just saying what your dream job is: doing something you are good at, doing something you are interested in, and achieving ambition, like earning lots of money. It's bullshit. No, it's not out there yet. So.
Okay. All right.
Findmydreamjob.co.uk. Something like this. But this is basically just a job search.
Yeah. it's not playing on the dream aspect, asking you what you actually like and stuff to try and find you jobs. But you would have to go through a job search as well. It's very, very complicated.
It's a complicated thing. You don't have to just go through job search as well. You have to do that as well, but also I want to do things where it shows you that basically any age can do it. So a 10-year-old can, I'm probably letting off too many keys here, but a 10-year-old could hop onto it and then let's say I want to be an astronaut when I'm older, and then they literally tell them what path you have to take from here. In secondary school, you need to make sure you get these grades to do this in A levels, to do this in degree.
You think 10-year-olds are studies? I don't know.
When we're young, we have loads of dreams, but basically what I'm trying to say is that
parents would have to give this to their children.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that it will work for all ages. So it will be like, obviously, it will be telling that's for a future pathway.
Yeah.
But then it's for someone that's like 50 or something, and then you tell them everything you have done until now, what your hopes and dreams are now, and then they're saying, all right, with what you have now, you need to get this, this, and this, and then try and get onto these jobs, blah blah blah. Because obviously, with a lot of jobs out there, you need certain qualifications. And then if it's someone like you that says people like you don't need this thing, but if it is someone like you would basically write that you want to create your own business and blah blah blah, and then it tells you what to do in that aspect, like what business models to follow and what
it will just basically show me what it says on business.gov or whatever. It's got a little
no, but it needs to be better than that bullshit. It has to be better than that bullshit. No, because it has to be more specific to exactly what you want.
Really? Do you think that is a very complicated system? That might cost more than you've got to pay.
Maybe someone else needs to just take it, man.
That seems like a very, very, very big thing if you want it to be that specific. And actually, everything is tailor made to. You have to look into, them dating sites and whatnot. Look into the type of technology that they have to like create, those mental profiles and that sort of shit. Or I don't even know what it is. I don't know. What is it called? I swear it's on POF.
What, those matches or something?
Nah, it's like you can, if you like really go into...
Oh, the IQ thing?
Stuff
or where you answer bare questions. Yeah.
Like how them Facebook quizzes were back in the day. When you answer enough things, it funnels you to a thing. But your thing is just so... Because you want people to enter what they want or whatever, but you need them to pick a choice or something and have a large amount of choices so you can whittle people down through a tunnel so it's more efficient. Otherwise, it's a massive web, and then it just needs to be like, it needs to have computing power and stuff and all that sort of shit. It's too much. The tunnel thing would work more on a budget in a timely manner.
What's the tunnel thing?
Well, just said multiple choice. And then when they answer certain questions, it gets them like enough of one certain type of answer.
If it's multiple choice, there has to be an option there of other.
But then how's that gonna go through the tunnel? It's gonna be mad.
Because I don't know what people want.
It's gonna be madness.
I don't know what people want in life.
Then you can't tell them how to get to the path that they're gonna get to unless you know exactly what each person.
It needs to be a search engine like Google. You need to search the whole web and like of what you need.
I don't know how that would work then.
It's gonna be mad.
Yeah, if anyone knows how that would work, let us know.
It's gonna be like Cerebral. Like you're telling Cerebral.
Now you're talking about science fiction, fam.
No, it's gonna be. Don't you get what I mean? Like it's gonna be like Cerebral. Like you tell Cerebral what you want, and it goes throughout the whole wild web, the World Wide Web, and then gets to one key road for you. No, not one key road. It'll go through. It'll show you different avenues you can take, but then you choose which one whichever's best for you, and it'll only be like a guideline. Like,
I don't know if any of this is possible. Maybe it is. Maybe the technology's not there. But if anyone knows,
it's coming.
Let us know.
It's coming. I'm up to something.
I guess
I'm up to something.
That's the end of the thing, isn't it?
You finished or you done?
Finished. How we done?
Well, hi.
Hit that like and
Put some
subscribe
respect
button.
Put some respect on that button.
If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to... What did I just say? Did I say like and subscribe? Wow. Leave a comment down below, all that sort of stuff. Be sure to repost.
I wonder if our podcasts are different when we're sober.
And comment probably on SoundCloud. But today we're super high. This herb is mad still. What's the next thing? iTunes. Yeah. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us. No, there is no like there. Subscribe and review. Yeah. Them things. Oh, and repost on SoundCloud.
This is
Bear Madness.
Unlicensed, unedited.
Alright, we'll see you next time, man.
Thank
Take
you
care.
for listening. Peace.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.